This is Mark Summers, and I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
I thought you meant yours was irregular.
Oh, no. No, not really.
Which, ironically, would be the only regular thing about Mark.
Yeah.
That's the ironic part, but
Don't you think?
a little too ironic.
Now let's talk about it. How's summer treating everybody?
Quite frankly, it's like rain.
It's hot,
every day
Mark.
in
It's hot.
Pennsylvania.
Every freaking day.
It stopped
Yeah.
raining for a bit now, though.
It has, but it's hot.
Last Thursday, the day I came home early, it wasn't raining, and I thought, oh, we're going to make it through the day, and then those thunderstorms came through.
Yep, we
I
have.
also didn't know it was supposed to storm last Thursday.
Yeah,
Well, I did because Jess Zimmerman was playing at the Hummelstown Carnival, and Matt and I were going to go.
no,
and
Mark. She wasn't playing, quote unquote. She was collecting trash, quote unquote.
No, she was at the
Stop
petting
that.
zoo.
She's a janitor, Mark.
Stop
That's
that.
She's a janitor.
not that there's
Mark,
anything wrong with
She
that.
has recorded a soundbite for us that Mark graciously got, and
Yes.
Jim has never played it once on this show.
Come on, Jimmy.
Not
give it up.
once.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Unbelievable. Here's the
She
deal.
probably-
If I'm ranking bands, the Jess Zimmerman band is above Kiss, just to be honest about that.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
I'm going to put that out there just so you know right now.
That's
Above
I'm not
Kiss.
saying they're 1 and 2 on my list. I'm just saying the Jess Zimmerman band is greater than Kiss.
So
If there was an opportunity to see Jess Zimmerman band or Kiss, I'm going to see Jess Zimmerman band twice before I walked over to see Kiss once.
Matt, I like your new shelf.
thanks. I just built it today.
It's
Did
very
you
nice.
today?
Just today.
today.
Congratulations on your haul.
A nice Tuesday build.
I saw the haul.
You were hauling.
Very bountiful in West York.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
can't hide money. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. Makes me sick.
You motherfucker was
You bought one,
Mark,
well
you have
before
one
I-
in your house, and you go to more concerts than Matt does. What are you talking about?
Right.
No, that's
Hiding
true.
money.
I bought one on pre-order. I got a text from my bank. It was like 11:30 at night, and it said a $500 and some purchase was made at Walmart.com. I'm like, what the heck is this? And I flagged it as fraudulent. And then the next day, I'm talking to my loving son, and I'm like, it started to come back to me. I'm like, wait a minute, you pre-ordered the Switch too. I said, you get that at Walmart.com? Oh yeah, you said I could get it on there, Mama. Like, we got a problem.
Have you played it yet, Mark?
I've played it on.
You know they don't have Miss Pac-Man on there.
I was playing Frogger,
Oh, okay.
and that Mario Kart. That was a fun one. We played Mario Kart.
Now, why haven't we been invited over for a Mario Kart night at Hottenstein
We'd like to
Estates?
have you here.
Oh.
We'd love to have
Turn
you.
the fucking AC on, you fucking monster.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I'm gonna sweat my taint off. It's gonna be at my own home.
It's a nice crisp 84 degrees in the Hottenstein Estate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It cooled off this evening. It's down to 82.
There you go.
Ew.
Sleeping weather.
That's sleeping weather.
That's kill me weather.
Yeah. That's forever sleep weather.
Yeah, that's put me out of my misery sleep.
I'm not so sure I want to turn the fan on.
It means my legs are broken and I can't reach the AC weather.
Yeah, dude. There's
Oh.
got to be something seriously wrong in my life if I'm sleeping in 82 degree anything.
It feels good.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It doesn't.
If I'm ever sleeping in that temperature, please know that I am on the latest season of Survivor. That is the only reason.
Right.
Dude,
if I'm sleeping
that's
in
a- that's
82,
a great-
I'm having a medical emergency.
That's a great
Or
idea
I
for
have
a
a chance to win $1 million.
TV show. Is just putting fat guys in warm situations and seeing
The Biggest Loser.
right,
Survivor
like just
edition.
see who can stick it out the longest.
You know damn well they're coming back from commercial with like an extreme close-up of a boob sweat, and they kind of just zoom out and it gets in focus.
Oh my God.
Like a fucking macaw or something flies by.
Speaking of Mark's fraudulent, have you guys ever have gotten a call from your bank card or your bank or credit card company to approve a charge? And what was the charge, if you want to share?
Yes. Oh, I remember years ago when the house phone, they called me on the house phone, Matthew. And they said, look, we're calling I was buying airline tickets to Ethiopia.
What?
I don't even want.
I'm afraid to ask more about that story because I don't want to have to edit the podcast.
Well, somebody took my card.
Oh, gotcha.
That one was fraudulent.
That one was
That
actually
wasn't
fraudulent.
the question.
Yeah,
Mark.
he prefers to get his sponsor children from closer countries.
Yeah, I was talking about like
South America.
where you were making a purchase, and you had gotten a call to where your company flagged it and called you.
I've had
You
it
get to go,
happen-
yep, that's me.
Yeah, I've had it happen when I was traveling because like I'll buy something at like near my house and then something at the airport in Baltimore and then something when I land in like Charlotte and they'll call and be like,
And the bank is like, there's no way this could be any human being. Just
We
travel.
have
This
no,
seems
we have
weird.
no. There's nothing that can take a person from Baltimore to Charlotte in that quick of a time.
A Donkin purchase in Maryland and North Carolina, not on my watch.
unheard of.
No.
So I do have a similar thought or a similar instance. It's not necessarily they called me, but so because with my doll safaris, sometimes I get the chance to pre-order some on like Target.com or Walmart.com or whatever. So the latest Legend line drops, and they've got the ECW Kurt Angle, the black singlet.
Okay.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'm gonna pre-order this on Target. So I ordered on Target. I pay through my phone on Apple Pay.
Okay.
It goes through. I get the pre-order. The day I get the email that says my figure has been shipped, I get a voided transaction for like $30-something.
Huh.
But it's through Apple Pay, so it doesn't say what it's for. And so I go, hey, I call the bank. I'm like, hey, what is this? And they were like, oh, well, yeah, that's from Target.com. It got voided because of like an invalid CVV code. And I'm like, well, that's not good. I have an action figure coming. They better not cancel my effing order. So even though my app said that the transaction got voided, I called Target after I got done at the bank and was like, hey,
I'm sure they were
is everything-
helpful.
And they were like, oh, yeah, we have your money. And I'm like, well, my bank says you don't. So if you say that you do, I'm not going to fight it anymore. And we're good. Goodbye.
So did you get a free figure is what I'm hearing?
I guess.
Is that
Nice.
money back in your account?
I guess. I stopped caring.
Target's not missing the money.
No, fuck them.
Yeah.
I got a call once from a credit card that somebody had created like a dummy card or whatever, like copied my card, and they were in the Allentown area. It was in a Wise Markets, and they were buying increments of $100 gift cards.
Oh, that's
So
fun.
they allowed like 5 times for it to go through, and they're like, hold on, this seems weird.
Wait a minute, this doesn't seem right.
Right. So it was like
It's not Christmas.
it's like a $25 Chili's, Applebee's. It was just lots of cards, and they were just doing $100 at a time. Just, yep, it keeps going through. We're just going to keep doing it. And like the 5th time, they were like, oh, wait a minute. They still let it go through. And the 6th time is when they stopped and like, oh, this isn't you. And I'm like,
Is that
no.
a bad sign about your health when they let like $400 worth of food gift cards get bought before they finally went, wait, this might not be
It was
legitimate?
crazy that it was local. I don't know how they would have ever gotten
Maybe,
the number,
yeah.
but there was somebody local in an actual
Huh.
store. They said they were swiping a card, so it had to have been like a duplicated card somehow or something. But good for
That's
them. I don't
weird.
know. I hope they got to keep the gift cards. I don't know.
The only
I got my
time
money back. They gave me my money back,
There
so
you
it didn't
go.
matter to me.
The only time I've ever gotten one of those calls is after Mrs. Big Jim and I first bought our first house. We were grocery shopping, And normally, like we would the way that the pay schedule worked out, like she would just pay through her account, and then there was a point where her payment schedule changed. So the first time we had to use my card, like my account, to pay for groceries. It was $170 or whatever for groceries at Giant, and my card wasn't working, so she just used like our credit card. And as we're leaving the store, I get this like phone call and I answer, and they're like, "Yeah, this is card services. Like, we just saw there was like $170 charge at the Giant in Lidditz." And I was like, "Yeah, that was me. That's where I live. I was buying groceries for my wife." Like, because I guess as a single Jim, I never bought more than $40 worth of groceries for myself, and they saw a 4 times that amount and thought it was fraudulent and flagged it. But
is that son of a bitch Marty?
Dude, Marty can go to hell. He's like, he doesn't even serve a purpose. Like, if Marty was helpful, like, "Hey Marty, where can I find..."
He is helpful. He finds like spills and stuff.
But he doesn't do anything about it. If Marty cleaned up the spills, then Marty serves a purpose.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't clean up spills.
If I could go, "Hey Marty, where is Frank's Bread Hot?" and he'd go, "Aisle 8. Cool, thanks Marty. But he literally does nothing. I was standing in the pharmacy line the one day. The guy behind me was getting sick of Marty, so he put like a couple of displays. He moved like some display things, so Marty just spun in a circle. Like, he basically trapped Marty. It was funny. There's little Poe. Hi, little Poe.
He's my good doggy.
I'm upset at Charlie for insulting Indy last week on the Thursday show.
Charlie's a monster.
Saying that she looked like the Quiznos rat.
She just got her fur trimmed. She looks beautiful.
Well, thank
She's
God,
gorgeous.
considering you keep it at 85 degrees in your house.
She looks gorgeous, Jim.
All right.
Jim, you look gorgeous.
Thank you, Mark.
I knew that was coming.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, who else looks gorgeous, Matt?
Who?
Smokey with that haircut. He's a handsome devil.
He does look good. He does look good with the haircut.
Darn good. It's a nice haircut, Smokey.
I can't wait to be here or not be here next week.
Can I not be here next? No. All right. So this was a topic that I had written down, and I don't remember. It might have been something Ryan, you and I were talking about on a Walmart run or something at one point, and we never got around to it. And then, in light of the passing of Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys last week, I thought I will bring this back to the table.
Brian Wilson is dead.
He is. And I think that the debate or the question, or just Ryan, I think you and I were talking about it, is if you could only pick one between the Beatles or the Beach Boys, which of the two bands would you rather listen to? Which band do you like more? The Beatles or the Beach Boys? I guess neither, if that is your answer.
Beach Boys all day, every day. Eat.
It is.
You're wrong, Tim. It's the Beatles.
It is 1,000% the Beach Boys.
Yeah, me and Matt on the right side of history. Everybody else suck it.
It's 1,001% the Beatles.
Why?
Sell me on it, Mark.
Yeah.
What?
Tell me why the Beatles are so stupid good.
Well, they're very talented.
So are the Beach Boys.
So is literally every musician that's ever existed.
Well, what about Imagine by John Lennon?
Not a Beatles song. That's a John Lennon song.
Separate.
How about you give me a Beatles song?
Well, what did Brian Wilson have on his solo career?
The question was Beach Boys versus Beatles.
And Brian Wilson actually did have a pretty solid solo career, I believe.
I mean, I think it's fair to say that the Beatles have had better solo careers than the Beach Boys.
Sure.
For sure. As a whole, the four Beatles individually have had much better runs
I didn't
than
see
any of the
anyone
Beach
from
Boys.
the Beach Boys on Thomas the Tank Engine. That's for sure.
Well,
I mean, I've never seen John Stamos play drums for the Beatles either.
That's very true.
I like them both. I think they're both
I
fantastic
do actually
bands.
like them both.
But if I had to choose one to listen to the rest of my life, every single day, it'll be the Beach Boys.
Yeah, and I'm right there with you with the three of you, and not Mark.
Goodness.
I enjoy them both, but
I do too, yeah.
the more I've thought about it and listening to a lot of Beach Boys in the last week or so since Brian Wilson's passing, man, yeah, it's absolutely Beach Boys every day.
So between the two bands, I would take Hey Jude over anything else. But then it would easily be Help Me Rhonda, Kokomo, Surfin' USA over the next Beatles song.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean the whole album from Pet Sounds is much better than I think the Beatles' best album, which I think is Revolver. They're close, but I mean, like, Wouldn't It Be Nice is such a good song. Good Vibrations
That's
is
a jam.
fantastic. Little Saint Nick is probably my favorite Christmas song
It's
between the
so
two.
good.
See?
And I'm a known hater of Wonderful Christmas Time, but I do like
which that's technically a
Christmas.
McCartney. I don't think that's technically
Sure.
the Beatles, but
That's
yeah.
McCartney and Wings. Wings.
Which it was just McCartney's 84th birthday, I think, last week.
Really, I would have thought older for some reason.
I want to say it was 84. Let me do a double check on that. 83.
83.
83. But yeah, so like what are some of like your favorites? Like Tim rattled off a few there. Like what's when you're I want to listen to the Beatles or I want to listen to the Beach Boys, what's kind of a couple of go-to songs for you guys?
I'll reiterate mine. My go-to Beatles song is Hey Jude, and my go-to Beach Boys song is Help Me Rhonda.
Has she ever actually helped you, Tim?
For the Beatles, I really like Revolution. I like Magical Mystery Tour, and I like She Said, She Said. Those are probably my top three.
Okay.
But for the Beach Boys, I think God Only Knows is probably up there. Love that.
If you haven't heard like the isolated vocal version of that of God Only Knows, it's fantastic.
That one, Wouldn't It Be Nice, and probably Good Vibrations would be my top Beach Boys songs.
For the Beatles, it would probably be Eleanor Rigby, Penny Lane.
Okay.
And probably Let It Be or Come Together. Maybe those four if I had to pick.
Okay.
Kind of that way. Wouldn't It Be Nice? Absolutely for the Beach Boys. Absolutely love that song. It's probably the one that puts the Beach Boys over top for me. California Girls is fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun one. And,
That's
I mean,
a
they're
jam.
all their whole like beachy sort of surfing safari, surfing USA. That I mean, it's a whole vibe for me. So probably 1, 2 would be those two. Kokomo's a great. That came later in their career, but Kokomo's great as well.
By the way, the Sounds of Summer, very best of the Beach Boys greatest hits. I think it's 30. It's like 31 tracks or something like that. Is a blast to listen to. I think it's stronger than like the Beatles one, which sticks out as like their probably quintessential greatest hits. So Mark, for you, are you Do you like the Beach Boys? You're
Oh,
just
sure
okay.
I do, Jim. Sure, I'm sure. I like Don't Worry, Baby. Don't worry, baby. And the California Girls with Snoop Dogg. I enjoyed that one. Let's see what else. And then the Beatles, Let It Be, and Hey Jude, and Twist and Shout, and I'd like to hold Smokey's paw. Yeah, they're let's see what else.
Yeah, I think Eleanor Rigby is a great one. That's one that stands up there for me with the Beatles.
How's she doing?
I have some bad news.
Oh,
She's passed. Lady Madonna is another Beatles favorite for me. And
yeah.
Yesterday, like inevitably, I'm going to hit a point where I need a sad song, and Yesterday will always be there for me. Which, by the way, if you have not listened to our sad song bracket, go back in the archives a little bit and listen back through those.
Yesterday had a pretty solid run.
It did. It actually went a little further than I expected it to. So I was happy about that.
You went a little further than Mrs. Big Jim expected you to on the first date.
Speaking of separating vocals and stuff out, there is a website, x-minus.pro/AI.
Okay.
You can upload a song and it will separate the lyrics from the instrumental on any song.
Holy cats, Jim.
I like that. All right,
I like you.
Thank you. For the Beach Boys, yeah, all of the ones mentioned, God Only Knows is. I think it was rated one of or maybe the like greatest songs ever written or something in some survey at one point.
Jimmy, did you see the Beach Boys in concert? Has anybody seen the Beach Boys?
I have.
I haven't. It's one of those ones where I probably should, or I probably should have. I think they're whatever version of them is still touring. I think is playing in Lancaster this year again.
They have. Never mind.
No, Mark, go ahead.
It's hurtful because the man's deceased.
Well, no, there is an iteration of the Beach Boys that is still performing.
Yes. But what's his name? Brian Johnson. You want to hear him, you'll need a spirit box.
Oh, my God.
Brian Wilson.
Brian Johnson, the guy from AC/DC.
That's what.
And he's still alive.
As of last check, he is, yeah.
Yeah, last check.
Now Mark wishing death on other
Unreal.
musical
Deepers,
performers.
no.
Good
Yeah, we talked
vibration.
about this on Tuesday. I just pulled it. I just stumbled upon it on Instagram. You see the guy that's doing the videos for the cameos. He's finding like these D-list celebrities to make cameos for. Did you see that any of them yet?
I haven't seen any.
I'll have to share some in the group chat. The
Yeah.
guy's name is the Jimmy Clifford.
Okay.
On Instagram, the Jimmy Clifford. Give it a look. It's pretty funny shit.
That Tito Santana one was funny.
He did one with an island boy.
Good Vibrations always up there for me. One of my favorite Beach Boys songs has always been "Be True to Your School." Like I don't know why. I don't know if it's.
You've always had a lot of school pride, Jim.
I have. I did. I was voted most school spirited in my senior year.
Were you really?
I was. I was. Me and
Nerd.
Me and Kate Barbado were the most school spirited in the class of 2003.
Where'd that get you in life, Jim?
Here in a virtual room with you. So
Who's
I
the
got no
sucker now?
spirit.
the world
Okay.
showed me after all. And yeah, I mean, from November 1st through January 1st.
Mark, I'm fairly certain when you graduated, superlatives weren't even invented.
They
Yeah,
were just
we-
latives.
Now we had to bring our own lunch. We had brown bags.
You can't say that.
My grade school didn't even have a cafeteria. They legitimately did not have a cafeteria. They had no
Well,
way to
that's
make
because
food.
indoor cooking wasn't invented yet, Mark.
Yeah, they had no way to make food for the masses.
Well, they only invented fire when you were in 3rd grade, I think, right?
Well, that was a big deal. That happened in Mr. Baylor's chemistry class. He invented fire.
I can't imagine Mark in school. Well, you went to Lancaster Catholic, right?
Yes. I was pretty quiet. Then I got in my junior year. I just gave up.
That's about when most people give up.
I gave up my junior year.
Sounds right.
Now, did you ever get hit by a nun? Like,
No, there was a couple I'd like to hit, especially that one down there in the attendance office. She was nothing but no.
Well,
She ain't with us anymore. You can just
you can say it.
You know, it's a shame to say that about a person of the holy.
Holy shit!
Yeah, she's a piece of garbage. Talk about a bad habit.
I'm going to ask the real question here. Do you currently use anything cool in your list of Markisms?
Is his microphone shitting out right now?
Yeah,
Or is that
yeah.
in my ears.
Yeah, no, he kind of cut out for a
He's over
minute.
there spitting.
I still think it's because of Mark's issue.
Matt, I have an issue.
Mark's the problem.
I am well aware.
I tell you what, it took everything in me not to post on social networking telling your wife that the twins were back at Roots Market that last Tuesday.
Mark's got more issues than TV guys.
She doesn't have any. She will just unfriend you, Mark. She has nothing to lose.
Right, like we're stuck with you. We unfortunately
We've made the choice.
We're in for the long haul. She can.
Unfortunately, she's too nice to do that.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. I was seriously going to message her and say, or not message, I was going to post and say, I don't know if Matt told you, but the twins, Maud and Blanche, were back at Roots this past Tuesday.
I did tell her that.
Oh my god!
Is she popping on tickets for next year's Warped Tour? I see it's coming back to the DC area.
No, she didn't really like the way they did it this year because they announced 4 bands at a time, and you had to buy the tickets first. And
Awful way to do it.
By the time they were all announced, she was like, "There's maybe 5 bands that I would care about seeing."
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, it's not the greatest way to do it. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think I'm back.
Oh, there you are.
Much better.
That sounds better.
Thank you. I don't know what the hell's going
No
on.
worry. Jim blamed Mark.
He blamed me.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's kind of hurtful.
Yeah, well,
I'd be hurt too,
you
Mark.
kill me every day. My question was, is there anything from high school that you still use as a Markism that we would know?
I'm sure. Let me think.
Oh god! Now you're going way back in the memory bank.
That's going way
Just
back.
like the dark,
Because-
cobwebby areas of his brain.
Because to me, the upset go to the vet is such a high school stupid ring sing-songy rhyme timey thing.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think that's where it started with me really going downhill.
When did you meet the Mr. Dorwit? When did you bump into
Jim
him?
Dorwit? I was 20. When did I meet Jim Dort? I may have been 19 when I met Jim. When I got my first Dort surprise.
So that's pushing it, right? That's
Yeah, I
way
think it was
back there.
That's close.
That's when I first got the old Dort surprise. Now, if I could bring Sean Parrish on here, he'd tell you all about the Dort surprise. He got quite a few of them.
I mean, you can, but Jim doesn't allow guests.
It's
Sean
not
Parrish
true.
will
You
tell
can
about
bring
it.
a guest. I've told you this many times.
There you go. Jim wants
All
you
right.
to bring Sean Parrish next week when I'm not here. Do what you want. I don't give a shit.
Mrs.
don't
Big
think
Jim
so,
gave me
right?
a Dorwart surprise right in the aisle at a Sharp Shopper the other day.
I love that.
figured-
Can't be doing that in public, Jim.
I tried to tell her.
Well, she's getting a little frisky. Maybe she heard Gunther's music. You're lucky she didn't take you in the family restroom, Big Jimmy. We're going to be a few more minutes.
Restrooms are not a safe space for Big Jim.
Now, that's
Mrs.
true.
Big Jim knows better.
He knows
He
better.
wouldn't
No, you can. According to Big Jim, you can do anything in the bathroom as long as you're not in a stall.
Okay, first off, I did not say anything. I said you
Might
can.
as well.
No, that's not what I said.
Ma'am, what is going on in here? I am taking my husband. You will wait.
You will wait. And then when Big Jim was done washing his hands, he just let it loose and blew the hinges off the door. Kaboom.
Wait, I'm already done with that bathroom. I don't need to go back in there anyway.
Man.
But yeah, I did not say you can do anything in the bathroom. I said you can fart in the bathroom, which is true.
You can,
In the stall, yeah.
Yeah, in the
Or
bathroom.
the urinal.
In the bathroom.
No.
Not washing your hands when you've concluded.
It's not a bathroom. It's a restroom.
Yeah, and letting air out of my bowels gives me rest. It makes me feel better.
We shouldn't get a bath in there, Jim. That's just weird. Remember that?
I do feel better when I rub up on my ding dong, but I'm not going to do that.
Well, no, you don't do that. You don't do that in a public restroom.
Well, I don't fart in a public restroom either, Big
Well,
Jim.
that's a you problem.
I do when I'm releasing my fecal matter in a toilet bowl.
Well, I mean, I do that as well. But if I need to toot while I'm washing my
you are
hands, I will
disgusting.
toot.
You're just such a disgusting, bird-hating, feet-loving, fart anywhere. Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
I do not hate birds. Again, we need to
Yes.
stop saying that. I don't know why that started, but I do.
Why did that start?
I don't know,
Turned his
but I
bird
love
bath
it.
upside down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
I
didn't
think that's what it
freeze and
was.
Break over the winter time. Like it was a very valid reason.
Yeah, it's an old bird bath. It was my grandmother's, and now it is up, and the birds bathe. And
Oh, Nana hated
Confirmed.
birds.
No.
Familial thing.
Jim hated grandma, and turning the bird bath upside down is a sign of distress.
You're
It's
poor
like the
grandma.
American flag.
is that what it is?
Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
you're
You can't
just.
even rest in peace.
It's repressed
Is
feelings
that
about.
is that
You've
what
had
it
to
is?
fake it. You've had to fake your admiration for this parental unit for years,
That's what it is.
even posthumously.
That-
And now you are free to express yourself in nonverbal communication.
there we go. There it
You're
is.
a monster.
Wow. Well, I'm good. I'm glad we worked that out. It's like a little therapy.
I'm glad.
I love
You're
how
welcome.
Jim chose to fight the bird thing and not the foot.
Well,
It was just like
Birds.
you got me there. I love birds.
Yeah.
we got derailed talking about the birds, so I didn't have the opportunity to say that I dislike footses.
Ooh, look at Gripper. Did you see it, Jim?
He saw it.
Jim
I
likes.
saw him going.
He likes the feet.
God.
A little to the left, a little to the right, a little to the left.
A little left, a little to the right.
See, this is why I was going to
Jim,
ignore it.
You are flatfoot, correct? Is that you have the flat?
I am a flat-footed person. Yes.
Let's put him up there, Tim, and I'll diagnose you as flat-footed or not with Jim's help.
Jim's help.
Put him up
I
there.
mean, I know my left foot is flat because I've popped the arch in it twice,
Oh,
and my right foot has popped once.
Yeah. No. I have to wear.
That makes you a really good water skier, right? You don't have to use
Yes.
skis.
You
I
don't-
guess, but I'm also too fat to do that.
Yeah.
No, you're
You
not.
don't
You
have-
just got to get a bigger boat.
you don't have to wear.
No.
you don't
I
wear
also
bowling
I
shoes
also
either.
have short, wide feet.
Short, wide feet.
Like
Yeah.
a roll of nickels.
Yeah, it's like a roll of nickels.
They're like $2.
Like a roll of nickels. Oh my god. Well, speaking of water and
Rolls of nickels.
summertime and beach songs and
In high school.
high school, favorite. I was enjoying some ice cream the other day, and I was like,
Ice cream.
I feel,
But of course.
of course, but I was like, what are
Smokey's put his fingers in there.
I can't wait till the 12th.
I
He said he's
I can't believe this is not the video podcast.
He's bringing the ice cream on the 12th. Don't worry, guys. I can carry them all by myself. Where are the lids? Forget about it.
See, if you just tell more original funnies, we'll all laugh and not call you a kook. But instead, you
The
keep
problem
going
is we have to set. It's all situational. We have to set the right scene for him.
Keep smoking away from the ice cream on the 12th.
I wish I knew when, because Matt, you brought up the soundbite about that, I think the other week, and I don't know when that was from.
What soundbite are we looking for?
We were talking about the Neapolitan ice cream because Ryan misunderstood and thought Jim was cutting in like half-gallon tubs of ice cream.
I still think that's what he's talking about. He
No.
just realized that he's a fucking psychopath and he's pivoted real quick. He's like, no, when I was younger.
No,
Mark went off the rails. It's like,
that's all, okay.
Smokey fingers the ice cream. It's like, watch out, everyone! Smokey's spinning.
It's so dumb, but it's funny.
And Ryan was like, we
can
could
go
have avoided
inside.
this if I had just listened closer.
I gotta see, because that was it was somewhat recent, so I'm gonna see if I
That was a
can.
couple weeks ago.
It was at least 2 or 3 weeks ago because it was spurned off of the Final Wrestling Place conversation.
Yeah.
Which was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
About ice cream. Smokey, do you wear gloves when you carry the ice cream like that, or?
If you want me to.
Well,
Sometimes just raw dogging it is more of an appeal.
I really want an ice cream sandwich right now.
That's my favorite kind of sandwich.
Go down to the Circle K.
Sure.
So, like, that was kind of what are some of your favorite go-to, like, if you want a frozen treat this time of year, because we are we went from 60 degrees and rainy to the devil's taint.
525,600 degrees.
Yeah, we went to the devil's taint this week. So when you have these horrible hot days, like what are some of your go-tos, like around here if you're at the beach? Do the treats differ when you're at the beach?
Probably soapy water for Tim.
They don't sell it anymore. If you get me a shirt, I'm gonna cry, and then if you bully me, I'm gonna come. So don't do it.
So they definitely differ based on where I am. Like, if I'm at the beach, I need the hand dipped ice cream from the boardwalk place that has like 276 flavors that are just like obscure names. That's what I'm getting ice cream from at the beach. If I'm at home and like I just finished doing yard work, I more lean towards a popsicle. Like I'll have a bomb pop to feel more refreshed than an ice cream.
I actually had one of those today.
Jim, do you do the yard work, or do you have your wife do that kind of women's work?
Jesus. Wow. No, I mow the yard. I enjoy mowing the yard. Good Lord.
He can't even. He's broken.
As long as he could.
Do you know what he's doing? He's Bill Hader in Saturday Night Live when he's doing the name of the hottest club
when he's doing
York.
Stefan. Yeah, he is.
He's Stefan right now. He's like, I said the crazy.
I don't think
thing.
I've ever seen Mark's face go red before.
That was funny though.
That was a good one.
That was funny, Mark.
That was.
God. So, Matt unlocked a sweet treat for me.
Oh.
I used to get these all the time back when I lived in Virginia. There was a Dairy Queen in the local mall we had.
Okay.
And this was back before there was a point in time in which I thought blizzards were nasty.
Oof.
Huh, that's weird.
I've grown up now.
Oh, that's good.
But my treat of choice was the chocolate dip cone.
Okay.
I could go for a chocolate dip cone.
I love a dip cone.
Right now.
Yeah, I love a good dip cone.
Smokey likes a chocolate tip cone.
Mark is unhinged.
He is. He is.
He just wants the tip.
I tried the s'mores McFlurry the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, the chocolate pieces took me out of it.
You son of a bitch.
That's because it wasn't a plain s'mores.
Why would you get that knowing you don't like s'mores?
Because I wanted to give it a chance.
That's your mistake.
I appreciate you giving it a chance. The person who likes to try new foods, I appreciate you giving it a shot.
And new things, right, Jim?
Try
Some
new things.
Yeah.
For you spicy fiends, apparently Wendy's is releasing like a Takis,
I've heard
menu?
about this.
like Takis coated French fries,
Yep.
and the chicken sandwich. I think.
The fries suck to begin with. Let's fucking crunch up Takis and put it on
And
top.
I think you
Fuck
actually
outta
get a
here.
little bag of Takis with the meal as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
probably.
not a hot. I'm not a hot.
In England, they unveiled the McArch.
What is that?
Let me tell you. I'm glad you asked, Big Jim.
While he's doing a journalism on that, Ryan, what's some of your favorite?
It does though. It does depend where I'm at. If I'm at the beach and like on the Ocean City Boardwalk, Dumpsters, Dairyland, they have a few of those locations. Very creamy, soft serve. It's probably my favorite ice cream. If I'm in Delaware, Fenwick Ice has Hawaiian shave ice. It is unlike any ice I've had because it's not like a snow cone. It is definitely a different style
It
of
is
shaved ice.
literally shaved ice. Yeah.
Man, locally, if I want something, I'm just going to go down to Rita's and get a gelati. I want a little bit of custard. I want one of like 2 flavors. I'm obviously not getting a ton
So
of
you're
flavors.
getting vanilla custard,
Of course.
and you're getting like cherry.
If they don't have the other flavors, I could
What's your top flavor?
It'd be root beer. Obviously, I want like that root beer float vibe.
So they had the cola ice at the start of this season, and I did a cola with the vanilla, and that was.
I hadn't tried the cola. I wish I was there to try that.
There's still some that have it. So if
They haven't had it every time I've gone so far, but they might have it one day. Who knows?
They might.
That or the Swedish fish ice.
So I have it for you.
All right, Tim, go ahead.
It's not called the McArch. It is the big. It's the Big Arch.
Oh, because of the metric system.
The Big Arch.
So the big. Just so we're gonna do a comparison against the Big Mac.
Okay.
The Big Mac is 2 100% beef patties, a slice of cheese, lettuce, onions, and pickles.
Now, there's a
and the
song.
sauce.
You're not doing that right.
To all beef patties, special sauce,
I'm
lettuce,
literally
cheese.
reading directly off the
I
McDonald's
understand,
website.
but it's wrong.
To all beef patties,
I mean,
special
I
sauce,
understand-
lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed
on a
bun.
sesame seed
Right,
bun.
right.
I understand
Well,
that. I'm
well,
reading.
You tell McDonald's they're wrong then. If you're the
That's
one.
fine.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'm reading off the UK website, so maybe that's
Even
Yeah,
more.
well,
That's
we beat them.
not even a proper fucking country.
they're a union. But the Big Arch is 2 100% all beef patties, white cheddar cheese slices, crispy and slivered onions, lettuce, pickles, and the Big Arch sauce.
I'd fuck with that.
What was in the Arch Deluxe when that existed?
So that just lettuce, tomato. It was like their
They had
looking
it.
it up,
Whopper,
it was-
wasn't it?
The bun was weird because it had like a symbol in it, right?
The Arch Deluxe, the bun had a crease down the middle.
There it was.
It's like a giant ass crack.
It was marketed as the burger for grown-ups with a focus on sophisticated flavors. It was a quarter pound beef patty, a potato flour sesame seed bun, peppered bacon, lettuce, tomato, American cheese, onions, ketchup, and Dijonnaise sauce.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. That's a
A
classy.
burger for sophisticated flavors made by this 13-year-old.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Loving it.
Labor laws.
You still got diarrhea?
Mark, what
Hello.
what kind of frozen treats do you enjoy?
Well, Jim,
I like
sometimes
ice chips from the freezer.
I like ice chips from the freezer. I like when somebody's out barbecuing. I like to go get me a cold pop.
No, you're not doing this for a third week.
But what else would you get after the cold pop? I'm curious now. I'm invested. I've never heard this one, Jim. I don't think.
Now, I have a question. When you got your cold pop, would you put your shoes on?
Oh, heck no, Tim. I wouldn't need my shoes on or nothing to go get me a cold pop.
Would
And
you
I prob-
walk? Would you walk to get the cold pop?
I would likely run, and I'd say my prayers as I was running.
Gotcha.
I'd
Thank
say,
you.
Lord Jesus, there's a cold pop. And I got
Oh.
plenty of time for that
This was the gimmick he was doing. Yeah, I've heard this one 3 weeks in a row. That's my bad, Jim.
today. Now listen, let's see. I'd like a nice hand dipped ice cream. You got to hand dip it. It's usually like a 12-year-old girl. Looks like she's about 14 pounds, but somehow she can muscle and get that frozen ice cream out of that 15-gallon container, Jimmy, and shove it into that cone. I ain't never had a chocolate dip cone because I don't have the money. I can't hide money like these other people in this podcast. I can't afford chocolate dip.
Well, most times the ice cream scoops are kept in warm water. Right.
Is that you?
To cut through the ice cream.
That helps them cut through
Is that
the
what's
ice
going
cream.
on?
Yeah.
I would start leaving my scoops in warm water here so I can cut through my ice cream.
Just leave it on the damn counter. It's warm enough.
Right. Just
Mark,
fucking pull your ice cream out of the freezer, leave it on the counter for 10 seconds. Not 12, because it'll just become milk at that point.
I remember one time we got ice cream when I was a kid. The OG got ice cream at the local Turkey Hill. And it was like as hard as a freaking rock. And they actually put it in the oven to melt it.
That's amazing.
It was a Monday night, Jimmy.
I do enjoy the Fenwick ice down at the beach. Like I got done mowing the yard today in the hot ass weather.
When?
Today.
Oh.
And I opened up Instagram and it was them like pouring the flavoring on the big thing.
I saw that video today.
I was
too.
like, God dang it! Like I want that real bad right now. Yeah, Rita's is a frequent go to up here. Free plug for Nikki's Custard on Oregon Pike in Lancaster. We frequent there very often.
Stone Cold's ice cream.
No, that's not what I said at all, actually, Mark. But
Have you been to Stone Cold's? I hear a lot of people talking about it.
No, there's not a Stone Cold around here. I think the closest one to here is King of Prussia, I believe.
The King
There's
of
there's not one at Park City anymore.
I don't think so. To be fair,
There was one I thought across from the Wawa there, like in between East Pete and the mall. Maybe
there's an ice cream joint
that wasn't
there.
A Stone,
That was
an ice cream
a
joint.
Brewster's, I think.
Is that what? Oh, that was Brewster's.
Yeah,
right.
now it's
Yeah.
Brothers or something. I
No,
think it's like
no.
independently owned now.
Cold Stone Creamery.
I like
Yeah,
Little
there used to
Different.
be a Cold Stone Creamery at Park City.
There's one off Lincoln Highway.
You can get that.
In the Target complex, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, it's a Cold Stone. It's next to the IHOP.
All right.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that.
Next to the IHOP,
See?
behind the Applebee's.
There is
near the tap room.
okay. Yeah, I didn't realize there was one there. There's a place called Good Life, across from Buffalo Wild Wings on Fruitville Pike that they do. It's not a Stone, but they have like one of like the frozen, like the steel top that's frozen, and they will take the flavors and mix in.
rolling
yeah.
rolling ice cream.
It's not the rolling. They'll take like a couple scoops of the flavoring and then whatever toppings you want, and they will hand mix it in. So kind of the similar thing to what Stone Cold does.
They roll it. Stone
Yeah,
Cold.
but Cold Stone is all it's like a cold marble, right?
Yeah, this is just like a cold metal top. But yeah, it's not. They don't do. I know what you're talking about, where they take it and they have the scoop and it actually spins it into like a pinwheel. This isn't like that. These they'll put in a cone or a dish, but yeah,
Now,
tis
Roger,
the season of frozen treats. So
frozen treats now. Now, Smokey, did you say you go to the tap room?
I used to go there when I worked down that way.
Jim, is that what you call the master bedroom in your house, the tap room? Short for tapping that ass room.
yeah, sure. You know what? Yes, that's what I regularly call The master bedroom in our house.
Big Jim, I'm going to the tap room.
Let's go to the tap room. Jesus. So since we started talking about fast food, I actually saw in the last week or so there's 3 different like fast food like surveys or top 10 lists sort of a thing. The first one, and this was a study by Seating Masters, SEATING, and they have ranked the top 10. These are the top 10 fast food chains with the best fries. They also have the 5 fast food chains with the worst rated fries. So I guess they're rated on a scale of 1 to 5. And I will start with the top 10. So number 10 at a rating of 2.84.
Burger King.
No, not Burger King.
Racks.
No. Checkers or Rallies.
Checkers.
Yeah.
Comes in
Rally
at number
fries,
10.
yeah.
Coming in at number 9 at a 2.86 is Hardee's.
All right. What about
Hardee's honestly has decent fries. If you can catch a fresh
Yeah.
Hardy fry, they're actually really good.
Yeah, every so
There's not a
often
ton
I'll
around, I don't think.
every so often I'll be up near the one at Myerstown and I'll pop in and I'll grab it and it's always good. Like, number 8 at a 2.89 average rating is Arby's.
That's a crying shame.
It's Arby's.
That is.
It seems very
You only
low.
have curly fries.
Them curly fries deserve some respect.
At a 2.98, 7th on the list is Zaxby's.
Never had it.
I've never had it, so I
Great
can't.
Zaxby's.
Number 6 at a 3.24. I've never had it, but now there's one near Harrisburg, Raising Cane's.
That's got to be it.
The second best thing besides cane sauce.
Is there fries?
Undertaker sauce.
Yeah, because the chicken is plain as shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. You would think if for a chicken place they would season it shit. Nah. If you are a baby mouth and you like your chicken as
Look at
plain
how
as you
Ryan's
like
face
your
just
women,
lit up. Like, Ryan's face.
It barely tastes like a chicken tender.
All you need is a vessel to eat that sweet, sweet sauce. You could put that shit on newspaper and people would eat it.
I mean, correct. Cane sauce is pretty top.
That's it.
All right.
That's just a vessel at this point.
At number 5, at a 3.4 average rating, Chick-fil-A.
Way too
Oh,
high.
shit.
Way too high.
Yeah, I love Chick-fil-A, but
How is Burger King not on the list yet?
Well, they're probably on the worst.
Number
this is the top 5 best.
No, this is the top 10 best. I will get to the worst.
Oh, okay. All right. Not to feel so bad.
At a 3.51, coming in number 4, Bojangles.
Yeah, those seasoned fries.
I've never had Bojangles.
Never had them either.
They're like really good Checkers fries.
Okay.
Checkers if they were good.
Yes.
All right, coming in number 3 at a 3.59 average rating, Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers. Their fries are
There's like 12 in the nation. How did this make the list?
They are like the thinnest, crispiest fucking fries. They are
fucking
so good. There's one in Lancaster. Y'all don't have a reason to not eat it.
Yeah, they're real good. Tim, come on up. We'll go.
It's in
Is
the
it
ghost.
where the old? Is it in on 30 where the old Burger King or the
Where
old
the
Wendy's was?
Yeah.
The ghost of the dirtiest Wendy's ever. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, number 2 at a 3.7 rating, Shake Shack.
Yep.
People like that.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
And number 1 at a 3.86, In-N-Out.
Okay.
I don't like
Here's the
In-N-Out
deal.
fries.
I've never had.
Never had them, but McDonald's
The
not
list
being on
is
this
too-
list is a
Yeah,
goddamn
the list
shame.
is too bougie.
So here's the top 5 worst. And number 5.
Does that make it the worst or the
No,
least
number
of the
1.
worst?
Number 1 would be the worst because
Okay.
it is the lowest. So number 5 with a 2.08 average rating, Popeyes.
I don't think I've ever had fresh Popeyes. I mean,
They're
they're
okay.
seasoned well.
Well, I
but-
usually
that's
get
fine.
their like mashed potatoes and some other side there. I don't even know if I've had their fries.
I've had their
I
fries. Their
get-
fries are tasty. Put that in the
Yeah.
blackened ranch, Jim.
Oh,
I
okay.
usually get the fries. I get the fries and the Cajun rice.
Okay. Number 4 at a 1.9, Church's Chicken. Never had.
Okay.
Number 3 with a 1.92 average rating is Burger King.
Should be lower.
Too high.
This is
Too high.
this is where I got very upset at a 1.91 McDonald's as the
They're good, fresh. They're good if you find one in your car 2 weeks later. It's the same fucking French fry.
The bird's
That's
life.
now here's what the variability on McDonald's fries can be very off the charts. Because if it's fresh, if they're fresh fries, God tier A1 number 1 French fry. But if you get the ones that have sat in the grease a little too long and they just become like potato mush, those I can't fuck with.
They don't deserve to be lower than Burger King.
no, absolutely not.
No.
And then number 1 worst at a 1.77 KFC.
Yeah, that's
I need them to
fair.
redo this list then. Because KFC just changed their fries.
Oh, did they?
They don't have the wedges anymore.
Oh, thank God. I'm
Yeah,
not.
they've actually turned to a regular fry.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a potato wedgeman. So
I've always liked KFC. It's a damn shame. I think the one in Effort is done.
yeah, I drove by there the other day and it was completely shut down. Now the one in on Manheim Pike, they recently redid that one. It's actually really nice.
I heard that one's nice. If I'm there though, I'm just gonna go to Chili's and get some crispers.
Dude, we went out of our way probably the Sunday before we started watching what we were eating, and got like the big bucket meal with 4 sides and
Oh my
biscuits.
god, it sounds so good.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. I
I
there.
love their coleslaw. I'm a coleslaw guy. Love it.
So all right. So then this one that I saw, it's the best bang for your buck. They did the best way to spend $10 at a fast food chain.
Oh,
Huh.
So at number 16, if there's any of these that you want me to kind of expand on, like what exactly it is, some of them are self-explanatory. But number 16 is Chick-fil-A sandwich and fries. It comes out to $9.48.
Jim, can you expand on that for me?
Well, see, it's
No
the
drink?
sandwich and fries. Yeah, no drink.
Have
Oh,
you
well then,
sent-
fucking Chokewitch? Are you fucking kidding me?
Off the list.
if you're doing that,
Arby's classic roast beef and small curly fries, which comes out to around $9.68.
Still no drink.
You don't even
Nope.
get cheese on it? Fuck that. I want a beef and cheddar.
The Shake Shack Shake Burger, $7.99, comes in at number 13 or 14.
Pass.
At 13, the Jack in the Box $6 all day big meal deal.
Comes with a drink.
Yeah, so that has sandwich. What is it? Your choice of any of the following entrees: double junior jumbo jack with cheese, junior bacon cheeseburger, junior chicken sandwich, or a supreme croissant plus 2 sides, which include fries, curly fries, hash browns, 5 tiny tacos, or 4 chicken nuggets plus a drink.
And that's all for $6.
That's $6.
Do that all day.
Yeah, that sounds great. Number 12, Chipotle barbacoa taco and chips with guacamole. Comes out to $9.45.
Can I get a
Do
cup
that.
of water? Nah, get out of here.
KFC, the Taste of 2 KFC 2-piece deal is a $6 meal deal.
No drink with that then either, right?
No
You
drink.
just get 2 pieces of chicken and a biscuit.
2 pieces of chicken, a biscuit, and a side.
And some butter.
It's a lot of dryness there.
That
That's
is
a
a
ton of dry.
it's too dry.
It's dry.
I like this. Number 10, Taco Bell. Pretty much anything on the menu.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is fair. Del Taco, their big bundle, which we get a Chipotle chicken burrito, a bean, rice, and cheese burrito, a snack taco, a mini cheddar quesadilla, and a snack-sized order of chips. All for $10. That's a pretty good deal.
No drink in
man.
that one either.
Here we go. Number 8, Ryan. I think this is the thing you were talking about last week, the Burger King Trio.
Oh, currently, yeah. They run the trio.
Yeah, you can put together any combination any combination of 3 of the following: Whopper Junior chicken sandwich, bacon cheeseburger, medium fry, medium soft drink, or 8-piece chicken fry.
For $7. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm getting a soft drink, a chicken fry, and probably the Whopper Junior.
You can actually bang out 3 entree type things and just get like
Just add a drink.
kid-sized drink for 99 cents.
This is a regular lunchtime go-to. Number 7, the McDonald's $5 meal deal. So either get the McChicken or a McDouble with 4-piece nugget, small fry, and a drink. We usually upcharge the drink, but
That's a great deal.
the number 6, Rallies or Checkers, is a 5-item meal deal. So you can get a
Is
double.
there a Rallies or Checkers around here?
There's a Checkers
Checkers
on
North.
5th Street in Reading.
I don't want to go up there.
He said there's one in York.
There's one in the East York area.
Huh.
All
I
right.
didn't know that.
We'll have to- number 5, Carl's Jr. California Classic Double Cheeseburger Combo comes out to $9.99. Number 4, In-N-Out Single Cheeseburger Combo number 2 comes out to $9.29. Number 3, Popeye's 3-piece signature chicken deal. That comes to around $8.
Popeyes.
Number 2, Dave's Hot Chicken Slider with Fries comes out to, well, this is $10.49. So you went 49 cents over the limit.
Can't be doing that.
You failed.
Cheating.
And then their number 1 is the Wendy's Bacon Double Stack Biggie Bag.
Yeah.
Dude, that biggie bag's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's a sandwich,
I-
fries, nuggets, and a drink.
I did a journalism
Okay.
while you were doing that because I had a feeling that the biggie bag was going to be number 1.
Okay.
Can I submit something to the approval of the big bags
Yeah.
here?
All right, Timmy.
Instead of the bacon double stack biggie bag, which comes out to $7, I think,
Okay. Yeah.
you can order 2 junior cheeseburger 4 for $4s.
Ooh.
So you can get 8 nuggets, 2 sandwiches, 2 small fries, and a medium drink for $8.88.
What's the sandwich again?
It's a junior cheeseburger.
So not
So
the
you can
junior
essentially-
bacon cheeseburger.
No,
right? The
but
junior
you can
cheeseburger.
make it. You can turn it.
Is it the
you can
junior
essentially-
cheeseburger deluxe or just a junior
No.
cheeseburger?
It's just a junior cheese, but you're getting 8 nuggets, double the amount of fries you would get in a biggie bag.
And so
double the amount of
theoretically, I could
nuggets you'd get
take
in the biggie bag.
and theoretically, I could take the 2 single cheeseburgers and make them into a double.
Yeah,
All right, I think
Trying to save bun space.
yeah, less
The
buns.
extra buns.
you can make a small Big Mac.
Yeah, I think I like that better.
I mean, the bitches, the fries are gonna suck
Well,
Not Wendy's fries. I don't know what you're talking about.
all the time.
Never.
okay. Our Wendy's sucks.
Oh, I have an update on fries, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
A few months ago, I was singing, and probably longer than a few months ago, probably like 6-7 months ago, I was singing the praises of a fast food fry and was like, they're always crispy. They're so good right now. My guys, the Sonic Groovy fries have officially fallen off a cliff.
oh no.
They're coming in a little soggier than they have before. They must have heard I was cutting back on the fast food,
They said
and they
none
were
of
like,
this.
"Well, we can't do quality anymore because our quality customer is not here to eat us out of house and home." And I said, "Don't say I eat you out of anywhere. My wife's in the car."
Oh.
And
Honestly,
it-
like any crinkle cut, this doesn't surprise me.
they were so
it was
good.
bound to happen.
It was bound to happen. I'd still take their greasy fries though over McDonald's.
Yeah, I
Here's
just,
the deal. I don't know if I told you guys, but I have tried the Sonic crinkly cut, whatever the fuck they were called. They were fantastic. They were so good.
proud of you.
Look at you. It's gross.
Where do we where do we as a family stand on probably the most divisive French fry in the game?
The steak fry.
I'm not talking specific fry. I'm talking like the location of where we get.
Talking about a quarter of a fucking potato.
I'm talking about.
You know who probably loves steak fries? EJ.
EJ loves them. This is the top 3 fry for him.
It's gotta.
I know.
Always have
potato.
Mark, do you like steak fries?
Well, then I did, but
No. Fuck off. Mute yourself.
So my question is, where do we stand as a family on the Five Guys French fries? Because for the value, you get your state's population's worth of French fries.
Yeah. So I think their fries are very good, but I would be totally okay if they gave me an option to pay half the price to get just a actual container full of fries.
Right. If I'm going by myself, it's too many fries to eat a giant burger. And
Mrs. Big Jim and I will get a fry to share, and it's too many.
Okay, that's a lie.
Well, now it is.
Fry do you get?
Doesn't Dana eat fries? Okay.
She does.
What size fry are you splitting?
A regular, because they fucking scoop a goddamn bucket full.
You guys are not. You're amateurs. You're big bags, but you're amateurs. Get the small.
Well, that's the one we get. We get the smallest one.
There's a smaller version than regular.
Yeah, I think
you can get a small, regular, and like.
I think we get the small because they overfill.
You said regular, and that's different.
Okay, well, we get the smallest one. I should have said that.
Okay, that is shareable, and you guys are I don't know what happened to your stomachs. Like,
you definitely have to share it. The small.
No, you do not.
You absolutely.
Maybe that's my problem.
Well, that might be your problem.
We might. There was times where I didn't either, Tim.
I still don't.
I'd love to.
The doctor said they were proud of me. I can do whatever I want now until I have my next appointment. I have 6 months. I can ride this shit into the dirt. Let's go.
I don't think that's what that means, but
I'd love to weigh it and actually see how much more fries it is, because the whole gimmick is like, here's a cup of fries, and then we're gonna act like we're putting a ton more fries into your bag. So
it's like a whole other cup.
Right. 2 cups, like for the price wise, compared to like a extra large or like a McDonald's or like a Biggie fry. How much more fry are we actually getting? Again, I love their French fries. They're kind of that fresh cut gimmick. Tastes really good. Let me get some vinegar on them. Put a bunch of salt on them. I can also just get that at any like farmer's market.
Yeah, which I get what Tim's saying. Like for the amount of fry that you get, like pound for pound, it's probably one of the best fry deals across the board.
But the fry itself is a bit overrated, right?
Yeah, it is not. It is not.
I want to get Bricker's fresh cut fries. If I'm in Lancaster, I want to get Fink's.
Yeah, it's not even in my top 5 fries.
Because my problem is that they're not crispy enough.
Yeah, they don't get crispy.
I don't think they're supposed to be though. Like, you're supposed to saturate them with vinegar and salt.
But to me, if
like
they're a little more crisp,
fry.
But if they're more crisp, when you soften them down with the rest, they have the consistency of what they are when they just come out the fryer.
Yeah, I'd be cool with them if they cooked them for like a minute longer.
Yeah, they could dump it. They could crisp them.
I mean, all this for nothing. Give me the diner fries any day with like those little chunks of shit, the little crispy shit baked onto it. I want a diner's French fry anywhere. I've never tasted a diner fry I didn't like.
Yeah, I agree.
The family restaurant excluded.
Never mind.
There's fascism on every plate.
The last thing I have, it is the most popular McDonald's food by state.
Right. I've single-handedly moved the McDouble into the #1 spot in Maryland.
So Pennsylvania.
Say that.
Here's Pennsylvania's top 5. Number 5, the Quarter Pounder. 4 is their French fries. 3, the McChicken. 2, Big Mac. 1, Chicken McNuggets.
That's fair.
Maryland. Number 5, McCrispy. 4, French fries. 3, McChicken. 2, Big Mac. 1, McMuffin.
Oh, McMuffin.
I do put now. It's the sausage McMuffin, not the sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
Well, it just lists McMuffin, so I think it's.
You don't like the egg?
I don't.
I like the egg, and I
do-
throw a hash brown on mine.
That is a
So
good one.
I like it. I like the egg. The egg doesn't like me. Does that
That's
make
fair.
sense?
Gotcha.
It's yeah.
Is it the
Now-
fried egg? Could you get the scramby egg patty?
So even when I do the scramby egg one for the steak, egg, and cheese bagel,
Mm-hmm.
I will get the egg, even though I know it's going to fuck me up.
That's fair.
So
Because
I love
I'm not a psychopath that's just going to eat sauce, cheese, steak, bagel.
I love the fried egg patty. So in the app, I haven't done it in the last couple months.
Treat yourself, bitch.
But what I would occasionally do is I would take the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle,
Oh, I love the McGriddle.
and I would customize it, and I would remove the
the-
bacon, and I would remove the scramby egg patty, and I would add the Canadian bacon and the fried egg patty. So I basically made an egg McMuffin McGriddle, and that was a fantastic breakfast.
Can we call that a griddle McMuffin?
Yeah,
That's
how
not a muffin.
it would be a McGruffin.
A muffin?
A McGruffin.
A McGruffin.
Yeah, a McGruffin.
Not to be confused with a MacGuffin.
Right. What's in the let's go around each.
Are there any states that have the apple pie in their top 5? So I know never to visit those.
For sure.
Let me check.
Montana.
While he says that,
Well, that's the last great state.
They do not. There is not a single
So-
one.
Walmart now in their like hot and ready food section sell caramel apple empanadas.
Oh, okay.
The crust is flaky, like a croissant.
Nice.
It kind of hits better than the Taco Bell one.
Is it a buttery, flaky crust?
Yeah, it's a butter,
Dude.
It's a buttery, flaky crust.
That's one of my favorite videos ever. Buttery flavored crust.
Buttery, crispy,
Buttery
crust.
crispy crust.
butter fucking crust.
What about Hawaii?
Hawaii. All right. So I was going to say, let's go around. Nate, give me a state. I'll give you their top 5. So Ryan goes Hawaii. So 5 is fries, 4 Big Mac, 3 McNuggets, 2 McChicken, 1 Quarter Pounder.
What's Delaware?
Delaware. French fries at 5, McCrispy, 4 McMuffin, 3 McChicken, 2 Big Mac at 1.
Yeah, Delaware.
What about Vahina?
Vahina is
I'm gonna bet nuggets are number 1.
5 Quarter Pounder, 4 French fries, 3 McChicken, 2 Big Mac, 1 McNuggets.
I know my people.
There you go.
On behalf of Mark, what's Alaska?
How
Alaska.
did you know I was going to ask that?
Now we know
Oh,
you.
Mark is still here for some reason. You're all blacked out, Mark.
Hold on. Hello. I'm still
5 McCrispy, 4 McChicken, 3 McNuggets, 2 Big Mac, 1 cheeseburger.
Oh my god.
Just
They have nothing to live for.
I was hoping they would have like the McMoose or the Mc.
the McMoose.
Elk.
All right, Mark, give us one
McDonald.
state. Give us a state that you want to hear McDonald's.
there. Wyoming.
Wyoming. Let's go all the way down to Wyoming. 5 cheeseburger, 4 McCrispy, 3 McChicken, 2 Big Mac, and 1 McNuggets. A
What
lot
about
of
Maine?
Well, they like McNuggets.
Because Maine has a special all the time McLobster.
They do.
Not in the top 5. So their 5 is McCrispy, McChicken, McFlurry,
Oh,
McNuggets, and the Big Mac is at 1. I wonder what Washington D.C. is.
Good for Maine.
Big Mac,
Fries,
Big Mac.
McMuffin, McFlurry, McNuggets, Big Mac.
Are French fries in the top 2 for Idaho?
Idaho. No, fries are at 5.
Okay,
Oh,
They have better fries in Idaho.
they do.
Yeah.
I believe
They
it.
know potatoes out
Snobs.
there.
Also, did you guys see
What about Utah? Do they have the McMormon?
You tall, I'm taller.
The McMormon. Fries, Big Mac, McChicken, McMuffin, McNuggets.
Big soak.
Mixed soak. Did you guys see that? So they, whatever the current state of the world is when this episode does hit, they say you can always tell when there's going to be like some sort of foreign conflict because the pizza delivery sales spike in Washington, D.C. because inside the Pentagon, while they have a massive food court, there's no pizza place in the Pentagon. So, like when the Iraq War conflict or the War on Terror, and in the last few weeks, the pizza delivery percentages have spiked over like 250%. Way
to end the note on that doom and gloom, Dick.
Well, we were talking about food, and it was an unfortunately interesting food note. Mark, what are you doing that you just keep disappearing?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but
we can hear you the whole time.
Your screen keeps shutting off. Why is your screen shutting off?
And I didn't go into. I stayed in the messenger when you sent the link instead of putting it into a different browser.
Oh my gosh!
Does that have something to do with it?
Maybe. 100% yes.
All right. Well,
browsing.
He wasn't going to stay in the browser, Jim.
But.
And he did. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in with us on your Tuesday or whatever day you do take this in. We will be back on Thursday. No Ryan, as he will be in the cool confines of Tennessee in June. So enjoy that, Ryan. We will see you when you get back. Otherwise, we will see you all Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can also get us all the time on all podcast platforms. You can leave us a voicemail at any time as well. That is 717-473-7833. It's also in the episode description. Until next time, we hope you have a great week.
Thank you.